All right, some good news out of the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. They issued a preliminary but a promising ruling for First Liberty Institute's client, Judge Wayne Mack, a Texas justice of the peace, that has a volunteer chaplain program in his court, and it was attacked by the anti-Christian Freedom from Religion Foundation. Joining us with the details, Justin Butterfield. He is the Deputy General Counsel at First Liberty Institute. Justin, welcome to Washington Watch. So congratulations, another at least promising decision by the court. It's a preliminary decision, but saying that there's a good chance what the Freedom from Religion Foundation is trying to accomplish won't happen when the Fifth Circuit actually hears the case. All right, I think try unmuting. I think you've muted your volume there.
Oh, we're muted.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
All right, Justin, go right ahead. Jump in.
Well, thank you for having me. That's absolutely right. Judge Mack, a Justice of the Peace, part of his duties as a Justice of the Peace is to serve as coroner for Montgomery County. And what Judge Mack found was that, when he is called to these oftentimes horrific accident scenes in the middle of the night and somebody's just passed away and their family members are there in shock, grieving, he was having to console the families, and he wasn't able to see to their needs and also do his duty as a coroner. And so what he did was he started a volunteer chaplaincy program in his county where people of any faith could volunteer. And when he has one of these tragic accident scenes, they come with him, and so they can help the needs of the family while he conducts the death investigation. And as a way of honoring the chaplains who participate in this program, Judge Mack invites them to give a brief opening invocation to solemnize his court proceedings. The Freedom from Religion Foundation did not like that. They did not want Judge Mack to offer these volunteer chaplains the opportunity to open his court with brief invocation. And so they filed a lawsuit in federal court against Judge Mack. And First Liberty Institute realized that what Judge Mack is doing is what judges throughout this country have done for years. In fact, the United States Supreme Court opens every session with a brief prayer. And that has been the case for hundreds of years in the United States. And so we wanted to defend Judge Mack. We came alongside him, and we've been representing him in his individual capacity in this lawsuit. And unfortunately, the district court ruled against Judge Mack, and so we appealed to the Fifth Circuit. And the Fifth Circuit just issued a stay of the district court's order pending appeal so that Judge Mack will be able to continue to have his invocations. But what was most important about this opinion is that the Fifth Circuit, in a very well-reasoned opinion, recognized that what Judge Mack is doing, opening his court session with a brief invocation, is what the Supreme Court has recognized in Supreme Court cases such as Town of Greece versus Galloway. But not only that, it's what we have done as a country for hundreds of years, from the circuit riding judges of hundreds of years ago who would bring chaplains with them to the opening of the United States Supreme Court, to lots of courts all around this country have this tradition, and Judge Mack's following in that tradition.
Justin, just reading excerpts from the stay that the Fifth Circuit put out on this, as I said, preliminary, pending the adjudication here of the appeal. I would be shocked if they came back and said Judge Mack couldn't do what he's doing, because it almost looks like to me they're making his case for him, that in fact he has this right, and the Freedom from Religion Foundation, as in most cases, is just they're out to lunch when it comes to the law.
That's exactly right. The Freedom from Religion Foundation is just wrong in this matter. Judge Mack has the right to do what he's doing, as hundreds of judges throughout our history have done. I think that the Fifth Circuit's opinion is well reasoned. I'm glad that they looked to what is actually the history in this country, what is the tradition, and you don't have to look very far. As I said, the United States Supreme Court opens every session with a brief prayer. So it's not like this is something that people that hasn't been done in a long time. It's done. It's been continuously done, and Judge Mack's following that.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate First Liberty being there to represent him, and grateful for the great work that you guys do. Justin, thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.